Herbalist Lounge December. Rest and Resistance, right on time, just like the herb, one of my favorite herbs, thyme. How's everyone feeling tonight? Welcome to the Herbalist Lounge. Yeah. So, if you're new, we just ask that you mute your mic when you're not speaking to eliminate background noise. But honestly, please feel free to unmute yourself. Feel free to speak up, tune in, chat, build, vibe with us, cipher with us, because that's what we're here for. We're here to just talk about all this herbal goodness. All right. And your facilitators for this evening are myself, Martina, and then I also have one of my Spice sisters here on the line, which is
Lanita, I'm in the house.
And our third Spice sister, Asia, is also going to be joining us in a little bit here too. So we just want to say peace and welcome, and we'll go ahead and open it up to whoever's joining us. Let us know who you are, where you tuning in from, and don't forget, what herb are we sipping on? What herb are we sipping on, or chewing on, smelling on, feeling on, or whatever the case may be? Who we got joining us tonight? Feel free to unmute yourself or go ahead and share in the chat. And greetings,
Oh,
Jackie.
since we're gonna be shy tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and start for us. Um, I am out in the middle of nowhere in Commerce, Texas, and we got sunshine for the first time in a week, so I was out enjoying the day, but now I am in the rest and resistance mode. I am sipping on some Vitex Agnes or Monk's Pepper and chamomile. So I'm laying back now. Who
Now
else with
you're
us?
laying back. Now you're laying back, right?
That's right.
Love it.
Hi everyone, this is Yezi. I'm tuning in from Dallas, Texas. I'm sipping on actually a smoothie right now. Um, it's got some apples, some blackberries, some blueberries in there. So I'm in my chill and rest mode today on my first day off out of the weekend.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know what I'm not sipping on, but I'm brewing right now at the moment. Literally right before we started Herbalist Lounge, I'm like, Lanita, I gotta start this tea up. So I went into the kitchen and what did I see? Some cinnamon sticks staring at me. So I crumbled them up, put them in the pot, and I was like, you know what? The cinnamon sticks need a little bit of a friend. I said I had all kinds of herbs to choose from. Marshmallow root was looking at me. I was like, oh, maybe not tonight, marshmallow root. We've spent some time this week. And then I saw a few other fungi allies. But you know what? I went right back to one of my old time homies, ginger. So I got some ginger and cinnamon tea brewing. And yeah, I can't wait for it to be done. So that's what I'm
Fire.
yeah, baby. And I'm calling in from Florida and in the longleaf pine ecosystem out here. Woo, yeah. All
Ooh,
right.
PC in the house.
Hey.
And so how we see you here. Thank
we
you for joining us.
we see you. We see you. And Sharonda, welcome. Peace, Sharonda. Thank you for tuning in.
Peace, y'all. I'm just getting in, but I was sipping. I had left it on for tonight because I knew I was gonna hang out tonight.
Mm.
I have my favorite hibiscus, ginger, cloves, and cinnamon. And this time I added some, I think the apple is called Layla apple. I could be wrong, but it's the one that tastes like strawberry lemonade. So I
Mm,
got it from Whole Foods. So I cut that up and put some oranges. I was in Florida last week and I got a lot of oranges.
nice.
So And so it's been brewing. It's been sitting actually since this morning. So I'm just like, I can't wait. I can't wait. So I just warmed it up a little bit, just put a little heat to it, and then I'll get moving. And
We
I'm
are.
calling from New Jersey. I was in Florida last week. I was home last week, but I'm back in Jersey.
Well, we're so glad to
Sure.
have you tuning in, and that brew sounds amazing. And you got some oranges right here in my backyard. Not
Yes.
my backyard, but come on now. You know what I'm saying? I know you got
Listen.
pills and everything in there too. Like, come on.
Listen, I could not take another New Jersey orange to save my life to pay $1.50 for orange when I can go to the farmers market in Florida. And I was like, no, no, we're not doing this. So I was on the plane with 3 bags of I had oranges in my pockets, in my sweatshirt.
I love it. Yes.
I was hiding the fruit. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. There was no way. So yes, yes.
Sharonda,
Yes.
Sharonda, is your drink spicy or does the other stuff mellow out all that fire
So
you got in
it,
there?
it mellows it out because I put some what was that? I was called golden honey in there. So it evens it out. Now this morning when I was sipping on it a little bit, it was a little spicy. It was a little
Okay.
spicy for me. It was very warm because it was 23 degrees here. So I needed that this
Oh
morning.
yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't add the honey until later. And I was like, oh, this is like a little chippy right now, but I needed it for work. Yeah, so now it's nice and calm. And so this will be like my bedtime tea. This will be my bedtime tea.
Nice.
All right, y'all. Well, feel free to continue chiming in the chat, unmuting yourself, sharing. Um, so before we get into tonight's topic a little more in depth, we absolutely want to save space and share space and give thanks to the ancestors, our plancestors, and our community. All of us synergizing this beautiful energy, weaving these beautiful threads, and just sharing this wisdom and knowledge and just moving it forward. I love it. I love it. We love it. Thank you for this village. All right, y'all. Rest. Let's start off by talking about this whole word rest. I'm hearing people tonight talk about, you know what, I'm about to be off. I'm off from this and that. I'm easing into taking off today. And yeah, what is rest for us? What does it mean to us? Or what does it mean to you? Let's start off with that. Mm.
Do I gotta raise my hand?
Yes, yes, you, young man in the back there, Sahat. Is that you?
Excuse me, back here, ma'am. Favorite student here.
He just
So
went. No, I'm just playing.
I would equate it to when energetically when your battery on your phone is in the red and you need to charge it up, like when your energy feels that way and you just need to decompress and recalibrate and just get back to yourself, get back to oneness and be in the moment, and then recharge your energies. That's rest for me.
I
Mhm.
second that. That was beautiful. I second that.
Well, I'm gonna be the student in the back of the room that's like, well, I third that. You feel me? And I'm feeling that deeply. One thing that really resonated with me when you said that was getting back to yourself. And in that moment, I thought to myself, I said, you know, whenever you're feeling tired, whether whatever reason it is for, right? When you need to recharge, stop, take a break, rejuvenate, I thought, what would be the ideal space for me to be in? And what I think about plugging in, like that cell phone analogy you just said, plugging in for me would be being in a body of water, like a peaceful body of water, just small waves going back and forth. So it made me think when you said that, Saha, it made me think of what is me going back to myself. And then I thought about that water element. And sometimes it might just be wrapped up like a burrito in the bed. You feel me? So that too. But yes, all of that, I love it.
And for all of y'all young house hunter people that are, living life, yes, rest may look like that for you, but for a retired person, uh-uh. Rest for me is not, because I have a lot of idle time on my hands right now. So I'm always trying to busy myself finding something to do. So I'm not doing anything. But rest for me is actually getting outside and grounding, putting my feet in the soil, walking the labyrinths, walking in the woods, tree hugging. Um, and that brings me back to myself, connects me with nature, and makes me feel whole again, where I don't feel like I have to be doing something. It is more peaceful to ground myself back to nature.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
So I'm in the middle age and in the middle 50s over here. So we'll say I'm not young, but I'm not old. But one of the things that I'm appreciating is being able to rest, and it is being outside, and it is being in water. And so I said I was in Florida last week. Well, I was in Florida 2 weeks, and I went clear kayaking in St. Lucie County with
Wow.
the manatees. And let me tell you something, I cried for
Oh,
that whole hour, and I was at rest, and I had a million things I needed to do. I had to help my son for homecoming. I had to get to Orlando and get unpacked. And I was like, I need to rest before I start really moving and shaking. And so now as I get older, my rest looks different. It's not about sleep, is like putting on my pajamas, being still. When I get home, having a routine of taking my shower, put on my pajamas, taking time for myself, no phone, no Instagram, no this, no that, but just really taking care of myself in a manner that's just restful. Like I can just use like restful. Sometimes I can go outside, but sometimes I could just be inside all weekend and not want to talk, just taking it easy, reading my books, listening to my music, playing my sound bowls. Those are things that are very important to me. That's a part of my rest journey.
I
And
love all of that. Yes, yes. Y'all like every time someone says something, I'm like, I co-sign with that.
yes, because we move so much throughout the day. And so sometimes rest for some people may like going to sleep, like on Thanksgiving, because I don't celebrate holidays. When I tell you I was in bed in my pajamas like all day. And everybody calls like, listen, I'm not talking to y'all. I called you. Listen, that's my rest day.
Love it.
That was the only day that I had off. And that's usually that day was like usually a 12-hour day for me. So we not talking. I'm watching football. I was in my jammies. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No conversation. So I rested. As my grandma say, sit down somewhere.
Yes, yes, yes to all of this. I love it. All right, y'all. So our other Spices just came in. Peace, Asia. How are you doing?
Peace, y'all. This is a wonderful topic. I'm so glad to be here. I'm in my car right now, but on my way to get some rest after this. So I'm glad to be here and I'm glad to hear your beautiful voices.
Yay. All right. Awesome. So yeah, being in nature. Absolutely. And I'm so happy, Sharonda, that you got an opportunity to go on the water and see the manatees during this very special time of the year. Like, whoa. Oh my gosh. And safe travels. We sending you some lavender love right now, Asia. We got you. Yeah. All right, y'all.
Yezi says that rest is intentional stillness and harmony with your inner silence, love and good herbal bath. Whoop whoop on that one. Journaling and a nap. And I don't know how many of y'all have this problem. If you like taking herbal baths, and you don't have a bathtub, like I'm in a house with no bathtub, bathe your feet. Get you a bucket and put your feet in there, put all your herbs and salts and whatever essences you need to, and you get the same experience because it will go through your feet all the way through your body, just as if you were sitting in a tub.
Mm-hmm. It's so funny that we mentioned tubs, herbal baths, and here we have a picture of plants, flowers, and petals just floating in the water. That's one of the things that comes up. Yep, I feel that. I feel that. So, whew, now that we've all shared, and let's continue to share what rest means to us. What are some herbal allies for rest, or just even outside of herbs? What are some different things we do to help honor these things? Let's talk more about these foot soaks, Lanita, because it looks like I'm definitely feeling the foot soaks. I know you, me, and Asia's kind of shared some info recently on soaking the feet, how important it is, how healing it can be, and I
Mhm.
love how you said, you know what, you even if you got a bathtub, everyone ain't got time to be filling the bathtub up right away. Like just pop those feet in there and soak them, or and even put the hands in there too.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Love, yeah.
So
Hands and feet. Yep.
hands and feet. So
Mhm.
I tried a couple of times. Have anybody tried the floats? There's a float place here in Jersey. It's called Jersey Float. And so one of the yoga teachers here gave us a discount. Mm, I'm
Mm,
gonna start crying. It
wow.
is a salt, it's like a little salt pool, but it's a floating pool, and it's an hour. And you just float for an hour. Just float. You're just floating. And because I can't get to the water, I can't get to Florida on my spirit flight every week, So we did the float, and it was amazing. It was like I felt so light, I felt so connected, grounded, just restful. I was rested. I didn't take my phone in. You could take your phone and play music as you're floating. It was silence. It was silence. And she said, "Well, if you come back, I'll give you a discount. Well, give me a discount, ma'am." It was great. It was like a small little pool. And you just floated for an hour. They have these little I don't want to call them pools. They're floating sessions. I think they have about six, and you can go in your own private little cove and you just float. I think there's like Epsom salt water, Epsom salt, and it was amazing. I felt like 20 pounds lighter when I came out. And I cried too. I'm a crier, so whatever I needed to get out, I got it out.
They
So
have
try
those
that.
in Chicago. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
so
have them in
mm,
Chicago, and that is like you say, it's almost it not almost, it definitely is a spiritual experience.
yes,
It's a
yes.
way to go inside.
Mm-hmm.
You meet parts of yourself that you didn't even know needed to meeting, you know?
Yes, that whole thing. So I'll be moving back to Florida soon because after I came out of that, so this is my last year in Jersey. I'm coming home next year, so I just got to plan it out. But yes, the floating pool, I loved it. It's just, oh, it was like having a spiritual bath, and it was.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds rejuvenating. I love that. Just to float on the water.
Well, you're in Florida, so you can go to the beach anytime. So we won't talk about that.
Yeah, but you're gonna be like, where did Martina go? Where did Boogie go? Just floating on. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be out there in Bermuda Triangle. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be out there floating with the manatees and stuff.
Right.
Uh, they actually have a hot springs out here that I have not been to yet. So I want to get an opportunity to go out there and check it out. But I am absolutely going to be going up to North Florida in a couple of weeks near the solstice time to just visit some of those springs and pines, tree ecosystems up there. It's near St. Augustine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm looking forward to that. Absolutely. I
mm.
cannot wait. Even just smelling the salt, because a couple of weeks ago I went down to the ocean and it was at nighttime and the waves were just so powerful, the Atlantic Ocean, and the shore had it came up so high. It wasn't anything where you can want to get in the water, but at the same time, just smelling the salt in the air. Oh my goodness, breathing that in and tasting it, it was so refreshing. It was so refreshing, and that wind element in the water just all around. So yeah, absolutely. Um, I'm looking back over in the chat, and Sahat says I
Yes, he got this salt bath going on
yep,
with all these herbs and oils and
chamomile,
woo.
rosemary, rosehip, red clover. Okay, now. Okay, I see you. Woo. And Sahat got the fresh essential oils and a diffuser like frangipani and lavender and use them in your baths. Okay. Nice. And it feels magical. That sounds amazing. Yes. And this a lot of people are saying they've experienced this whole float experience. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You know that salt is way back when I was in high school, and the periodic table had less than 100 elements on it. Salt is one of those things that pulls out of you, and it pulls out, like it if the Epsom salts, if you have swollen feet, it will pull the inflammation down. But also if you have sore muscles, that magnesium is in there helping the muscles and this, pulling down inflammation. And so the salt is so conductive that it does a lot. And I think we talked about this in one of the early Herbalist Lounge about how we sleep on salt being an herb for us, an herb that is beneficial to us. And just from, what everybody's saying here and putting in the chat, we all have experienced how that salt has been medicinal for us.
Mm-hmm. All the way down to the oceans. Absolutely.
In
Right.
Senegal, they have a place called Lake Rose, or pink. It's a pink lake, and it's because of the fungi that grow in there that makes it pink. But it's so salty that you can't sink in there. When you get in there, you're just floating. Even if you can't swim, you're gonna float in this salt water. And it is so it's like quiet when you get in there. I don't know what it is. It's like the water is just enough in your ears, or you just, I don't know, it's so conductive that you don't hear anything. You just like floating on a cloud in that salt water. But unfortunately, with some of those places, there's so much salt. When you get out, you have to wash off because the salt can also irritate your skin.
Mm. And now you're making me think of oils. One of my favorite things to relax is touch therapy. I love massages with herbal oils, warming oils infused with essential oils,
Mhm.
cedarwood, lavender.
No cayenne?
To be honest with you, I have my cayenne infused essential oils, especially for your muscles when you need to relax them
Mhm.
a little bit. So yeah, trying to be funny, but yeah, we got that cayenne pepper oil on deck too. Now you got to be careful with it, You don't want to rub it in certain places, but yeah, that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I
Or-
want for touch therapy to touch therapy.
Yeah.
Has anybody had tried a Thai massage?
Mm,
Yes. Yes. Love
Oh,
it.
yeah. Amazing.
that's why I have to stay off Instagram because I found a girl over in Philly. I think it's Oya. I don't know. Oya Divine out of Philly. Oh my gosh. Again, I'm a crier. I release so much. That is healing. That is
Mhm.
rest. That is rest. That is rest. That is rest. And her energy and her spirit you melt right on the mat. You just melt. So a good time
And that's so
massage.
key, finding somebody with that right energy, and that's everything. I'm so fortunate to have a couple of people that who does amazing body work.
Right, right.
Having
Yeah.
that whole experience, and then just sound therapy, all that.
Mm-hmm.
I love sound therapy, in so many different forms too, in combination with the touch therapy and the oils. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, one more step to Florida. Thank you for keep confirming.
Yeah, come on down. I actually had a touch therapy, a nice massage on the ocean, a few months ago, and let me tell you, that was refreshing and it was amazing. And I put myself in a when you dig yourself a hole and you bury yourself in the sand, like a
Mm-hmm.
sunken tomb. And I did that afterwards, and it was just, Lanita, earlier you said feeling grounded in nature. Oh my goodness,
Mhm.
that was amazing. And then I just went out into the ocean and rinsed everything off, and whew, it was refreshing. Yeah.
Um, y'all were talking about Thai massage. There's also it's kind of taught as a partner yoga class.
Mhm.
And if you have a good partner, or if you have a partner and you can easily teach each other how to do these Thai poses, is basically somebody putting you in the yoga pose, or when it's partners, you working it together. And that is, oh, so good, especially when you can get your partner to participate in that. And it's let's see, it's connecting, but it's also putting you in your own space too. It's kind of like you can be private and sharing at the same time.
Oh, yes.
I'm loving this. Just listening, recalibrating, honoring just what feels right now. All right. What are some other herbal allies or things we do for rest?
I was about to say, don't forget about scalp massage because that's
Oh,
everything.
Asia, that part. That's like the grand finale for me. Woo. Right when I said that, my tea's ready. Yes. It's like if Skullcap formed into a being, and which Skullcap is a being, let's just be real, but got some hands, 10 fingers, and just started like massaging all around your head and just melt. It's a wrap. And it's so relaxing. Yes, yes, yes. The scalp massage. Woo.
So we got in the chat, Thai massage and Reiki healing at the same time would be joyous. Almost sounds orgasmic, Alyssa.
I mean, it really is all this is. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Those scalp massages are orgasmic. Okay.
I'm telling you. And this is somebody say, "Oh, ooh, yeah, oh, yes, yeah." I'm with you on that. That almost sounds orgasmic.
Mhm.
But and if you don't, one year I was working someplace and they had to give Christmas gifts or something, and somebody gave everybody one of them little wire things to massage your scalp with, and everybody thought it was kind of a joke. But I mean, low key, that thing is nice.
I know
If
exactly what
you,
you're talking about. Yeah, it reminds me of
yeah,
those things that you when you go to like at those toys in that box where you put the quarters in and you have the claw that comes
yes,
down and you never
it's
get a
like the
toy, just takes
claw.
your money.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the claw, but that's why I was like, this ain't gonna do anything. But when
yeah,
you use it, I was like, low key, give me that, give me that. I'm over there in
thank
the
you.
corner, just doing it over and over.
Exactly.
It sounds like a lot of us are really leaning into massage when it comes to relaxation, right? Massage is a beautiful healing modality for rest. Yeah. And
But
hmm. And you know what I think about when I think about the scalp massage, Asia, is it really just helps calm and quiet the mind when you're thinking a lot. Because, that can be a challenge for some of us just to calm our thoughts and our mind. When I get that scalp massage and it's done right, everything goes out the window. I'm like, I just melt into myself, literally. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Did we talk about sound therapy yet?
We did a little threading here and there, but we can go talk a
Okay.
little bit more about it. We can talk a little bit more about it.
Oh, okay. No, I was just thinking, look, it is raining here, and now that I've stopped, I'm like, I don't need a rush. I could just sit here and listen to the rain for a second. That's nice. That's therapeutic. And I mean, I know that helps
Yeah,
folks to rest too. So
super important. It can change up a whole vibe. Yeah. It rained today, matter of fact, and it stormed last night. And as soon as it started storming in Lanita, it hadn't rained here in a while. So of course, I initially start thinking about, oh, all the hibiscus that we put in the ground, they're gonna get water and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, the greenhouse, I need to turn off the irrigation. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I just want to relax and watch a movie and snuggle up on my couch and listen to the thunder. And I just turned off all the lights and opened up the blinds and just fell asleep. So yeah, listening to those nature sounds is everything. Hmm. What other types of sound therapy do we like? I heard someone earlier talk about sound bowls, nature sounds. What else we digging?
Flute or instrumental?
Yes, definitely flutes, instrumentals, chants, right? Mm. I just poured my ginger and cinnamon tea, and the steam is just coming up from the cup, and that's really relaxing just to see the steam rise. Um, Smoke in a form of relaxation, incense, burnables, resins. Mm-hmm. Yep, waterfalls, streams trickling down, absolutely. All that. What are some different types of herbal, maybe teas that we like to take for relaxation? Or outside of tea, what type of herbs come to mind while we're listening to our favorite nature sounds? Lemon balm comes to my mind. I love lemon balm. Lemon balm is just soothing. It's good for so many different things. And it's a carminative as well. It's good for this tummy, upset stomach. For me, that balance in the gut is so important to help me rest. And I really appreciate those herbs that add a little spice or aroma. Blue lotus and lavender tea. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Mm.
Oh, sorry, y'all. For some reason, the universe just kicked me out.
It was telling you to go rest. Did you get a few seconds of rest? No, I'm glad you're back. We were just talking about a little bit of the healing sounds of nature and the rain. Moving over to some different types of tea blends now.
I
We have
see somebody in here speaking my language here. We got mugwort, Damiano, woo, lavender.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, oh, okay. Somebody, this is the smokable herbs, because the way that Martina, you were there when everybody was smoking this smoke blend, and I was like, but I don't smoke. And I came home and I made the smoke blend and I drink it. And it is awesome. So you can use it either way.
Hmm? Yep, we
Yeah.
talked about mentioned smoke a little bit,
Yeah.
just even in the form of aroma and inhaling, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. Passion flower. Ooh,
That's it.
reishi. Tulsi. Oh my gosh, I love Tulsi.
Skull cap.
Yup.
I love me some frankincense.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or that, what is that blend? That Nag Champa blend?
Mm-hmm. I love myrrh.
For sure.
By itself.
Don't forget breath work, breathing. For me, it's very, very, very rejuvenating. And this is something I do whenever I like all the time. Driving to work. Um, before I rise, first thing in the morning, doing intentional breath work. Breath definitely restores, and it's always with us for us to utilize. If I can't go get an herbal bath or some tea or some herbal smokes or some essential oils, I have my breath to work with. And yeah, that's a huge ally for rest, rejuvenation, and even for energy, whatever you need it for.
A lot of people don't realize how healing just breathing is. And that's one thing that, when you're working with people that have anxiety attacks, or when you people that lose focus, or just, can't express themselves, you have to remind them, return to your breath, find your breath, breathe. And then once they start breathing, they see that the mind unseizes, and those thoughts can flow again. You can speak normally and you can function. But breathing is so important, and we just take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how we don't take time to do intentional breathing.
Absolutely. What about funky valerian root? Let's talk about some funky ones. I got another one for you. What am I gonna say? Hot pops.
Oh yeah, hops.
Yezi says the breath is so powerful. My favorite starter breath work practice is the 4-7-8 method. Yes, yes.
Yes.
And Sahad says breath work is profoundly healing. It can reset your system and alter your state of consciousness. That part. And then I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of this mugwort and this herbal smokes and really alter it and be like, ha ha ha. Yeah. Anita.
For any of y'all that are parents out there too, breath work is very important in parenting skills,
Mhm.
because a lot of times, some little people make you just want to snap their head off their body. But breath work allows you, if you stop and breathe, to say, okay, no, I might go to jail for this one. So you can actually deal with young people on a level that isn't, kind of traumatizing to them, and also doesn't make you feel guilty later on. So stopping, resetting yourself with your breath, finding your breath before you act on it, is very, very beneficial.
Yeah, the breath is so key.
Yeah, I can surely agree with that one.
Mhm. Okay, some water. Mhm.
So you said something about mugwort. Y'all know that mugwort gives you lucid dreams too.
Mhm.
If you really need that lucid dream or you want to experience that, mugwort is great for that.
Mm-hmm. What about cacao, Lanita?
Oh,
Did you have your
y'all
cacao
know.
today?
No, because I wanted to be semi-alert for this. But the cacao is so awesome. It is a heart opener. And actually, if you ever been in a cacao ceremony and sitting around, you listen to other people and then all of a sudden you sharing and you like, I didn't mean to share that because it just opens you up. The cacao just really puts you in a nice place. And it's not like caffeine, energetic, jittery. It's kind of like opened up and peace and love moment. And
Mm.
that's just from some cacao.
Speaking of the heart, I think about rose and things like vanilla, cardamom, nice sweet blends in a milk, like some
Mhm.
oat milk or something, and rose herbal
Yeah.
milks, like the golden honey, golden milk. Those are
That's
nice
some
and soothing.
good stuff. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
See somebody, Yezi I think that's Yezi said the cacao is like a warm hug. Yes,
Oh,
it
yes.
is.
Mm, love it. So I'm gonna make an infused mugwort oil and be so intentional about it. And I'm going to give myself a scalp massage, Lanita, and see what type of
Oof.
dreams I have. I
Yeah.
might add a little bit of, I don't know, maybe some rose. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we go. Maybe some pine. Ooh, ooh, yeah. And peace, Alyssa. Welcome to the lounge. You feel me on that, right? Yeah. Yeah. I like that name, Alyssa Lemon. Hmm. Right. Oh my goodness. So many good
So
things. What else we
we,
got?
we're talking about the resting,
Mhm.
but does we and in the beginning we were talking about how we have different um our rest looks different for some of us, all of our different styles of resting. And the topic was rest and resistance. Now, what resistance are we talking about? Like immunity resistance or like fighting Trump resistance?
How about just all the above?
Yeah. All the above.
Okay.
I mean, your immune system has to be good to do anything.
That part,
Right.
yes. I love it.
But yeah, I mean, I know all of us have been called for to do things that are different here on this earth. So we definitely
Mm-hmm.
need that rest so that we can fulfill that, which is, excuse me, absolutely resisting,
Mm-hmm.
what the norm is,
Hmm.
what the plan for us would be.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what you said, Asia. We're all here to do different things. So that's why it looks different for us. And also different phases in our life because it's
Mm-hmm.
true. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of the stuff that y'all was talking about is rest for y'all. I'm about to ease into that right now too. That's my new definition. Hi. you know? Yeah. Hmm. It's just a reminder
Well, it
that rest is key no matter what you're going through. It's not just because I've been at work all day or I'm busy, but just getting grounded, getting back to nature, to yourself is just important. It's key. You can be in the woods for a long period of time, and rest for you maybe getting out of the woods and getting out to the ocean, to the coast, and just having that change and elements around you. So it just depends. Mm.
and resistance is kind of like building up an immunity to the toxic environments that we have to be in every day,
Yes, yes.
that we're forced to be in, not necessarily resisting germs, but just being able to deal with some of the unique personalities that we have to deal with every day. You have to be able to resist that. I don't know if any of y'all just feel like slapping folks sometimes.
Oh no, not at all. I just elevate above that. But oh, that was supposed to be funny, Lanita. More like, Taekwondo, so we're gonna get them kicks in there. But yeah, I feel that 100%. Matter of fact, your words inspired me. I think I'm gonna call out tomorrow and rest in resistance, guys. So thank you. If my boss is listening to this recording, what up though? You might need some rest yourself. Shoot. No, but yeah, it's definitely important to honor that rest. Ooh, with that being said, take a nice deep breath. And yes, I can't wait for y'all to gravitate towards Florida. Let me know. We might have to do a beach herbalist lounge session out here on one of these coasts. I am so down for that. I am so down for that. And right now is definitely manatee migrating season, like Sharonda had mentioned. So it's a magical time out here in these springs.
Yes.
Manatee, the one they said is a mermaid. Is the manatee the one they said they thought was a mermaid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did the women look like back then? If y'all thought a manatee was a woman.
Manatees are highly attractive. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, Lanita.
I'm telling you, I think they are the most, like, I love them. When I tell you,
They so cute though. With they
and,
little curvy self, like, ooh, I
and
see
the
you.
lady told me, she was like, you can't touch them. I was like, I know. I'm not touching them. I'm just like wading the water, okay? I'm just wading the water. I wasn't touching them. I was just wading the water.
Okay.
That's hilarious. Oh. And yes, Sahat, you have spoken, most definitely. Yeah, Lanita, you cracked me up on that one. What did the woman look like back then? I don't know about y'all, but laughter definitely helps me relax and rest in resistance. Because when I just sometimes you just gotta laugh it off.
Yeah.
Do you ever want to punch or kick? I just start laughing and then just melting away. Laugh. Just like right now, these comments about the manatees and everything else in between is cracking me up, putting me at ease.
Laughter is a good medicine.
Mhm. Whew. And when you get a good laugh, what do you say afterwards? Oh, stop. I can't no more. My stomach. I'm tired. Putting you right to sleep. So many good things. So many good things. Spaces to
I-
rest, heal, breathe. Hmm.
Hey, we gonna get a six pack from laughing. All right, I need to giggle a whole lot then.
Hmm. Oh, y'all are making me sleepy. I feel good right now. Just have my cinnamon ginger tea. Thinking about this
What?
massage oil. What were you about to say, Lanita?
Now I was gonna ask, what are some of the other ways that people are resisting? Either building up your resistance or resisting, giving into um, just daily life. What are some of the things that other people are doing out here?
One big thing is that I see just like shame about resting.
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing, go, go, go. You always got something going on. You got this popping off. And it's just like I see a lot of that energy. What are you doing? You're not doing much. You're just relaxing. You're resting. Shoot, I'm taking pride in that these days. You feel me? Um,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one way in which I feel we can resist.
Look, we don't always have to be booked and busy. Sometimes we could be rested and wealthy. How about that?
Right.
Period.
That's
Love
it.
it. Love it. I,
Exactly.
I've been doing on Saturdays and Wednesdays an $8 like art therapy group. That I don't talk, but I just go in there and I draw and I get whatever the prompt is. And that's been so good for me because I talk all during the week. And so I like the Saturday class much better because I get to wind down. And it's like an $8 little art therapy on Meetup. And I've been going on Saturdays. And it's an hour and it's great. I mean, it feels good for my soul. And once I'm finished, because it's 7 to 8, I'm
Mm.
usually in the bed on a
Mm.
Saturday night.
Sweet. Art therapy is very effective. A lot of people don't realize that, but if it weren't for me doing art therapy here, I would have lost my sanity at least a month ago.
Yeah. And so I love it. I just, log on. I don't really want to meet friends. I'm not talking because I talk all day. I just want to
Mhm.
just do my little coloring and my art and whatever the prompt is, and I'll do it and talk about my picture, and then I'm out.
Mm.
There we go.
Speaking of art therapy, crafting, like crocheting.
Mm.
Crocheting is
Yes.
my daughter will sit here and just crochet. Lanita, I gotta show you the stuff she crocheted today. Um,
Wait, does she
Cool.
have a small business? Because I'm looking for someone. I bought a couple of things from Etsy and they were terrible. So does she need a new customer? Just let me know.
oh, I'm absolutely gonna let you know because we just had a whole conversation about that yesterday. Soon come, soon
Mhm.
come.
Yes. Yes. I will
Yeah.
support. I
Mhm.
will definitely support.
She just made me a whole okra bag, a okra purse, crocheted, and because I love okra.
Sweet.
Yeah. And yeah, we about to take lessons with Lanita, with Auntie Lanita, right? Right, Lanita?
Yeah, sure.
Well, wait,
Lanita
we're
will
not gonna do
crochet
it. And I
everything.
won't be a part because I was gonna sign up one for here on Thursday nights, and my friend's like, you could just go on YouTube. I said, no, I'm hands on. I need somebody to talk to me. I can't just watch the video. I
Yeah,
I
I feel
need like
that.
a group. I can't. She was like, you can go to YouTube University. No, 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 I can't do that. I
You
can't.
can do that, but you can also, build with
With
someone
someone.
fun. Yeah, which is amazing. So no, I feel that though. But yeah, crochets, watching her is really relaxing, but she's just like goes on it for hours at a time. I'm like, okay, just flexing that
I'm
creativity.
telling you, that's the only thing saving my sanity now. Between me and oblivion is just a piece of yarn and a hook. So,
Love it. Love it.
All right, y'all. So since we talking about crochet, I gotta go ahead and throw it out there. Just working with the plants in the garden, to me, that's really
Mm-hmm.
special. And I just love, 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 love to see them grow. Oh, like your seedlings just mature and just get big. And oh, for me, it's just so relaxing. I can just be out there for hours, just looking at plants, especially the ones you cultivate and collaborate with. It's very, very relaxing for me.
yep.
Hmm.
We got a detoxing and eating and fasting. Um, so how you gonna have to tell me what's a nature bath? I mean, is that just kind of immersing yourself in nature? I love the smell of forest rain. Yeah, me too.
Me three.
And me for.
Five.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good one. The smell of rain most of the times is always kind of a reset. I know fasting is definitely a reset. And detoxing. Oh, never mind. I read that backwards. Okay, I understand
but
now.
Lanita, sometimes when you're like in the city, like in the Bronx and it rains,
Yeah, yeah.
you're like, woo, but after the
That's
rain
not a good
stops,
smell.
it refreshes it. You feel me? You'd be
Yeah.
appreciative. No, let me stop. Let me stop because honestly, there's so many beautiful parks out there that you just got to be in the right spots. That can be any place. That can be any place. So yeah,
Okay.
that rain, that forest rain, especially though. Woof, woof.
Yeah. Yeah, out here it's really nice after a rain. Um, the smells that come up are just so like wow, nature. And that's
especially in the
even with the
forest.
cows being next door.
Mhm.
That rain even detoxes the cow smell.
It does because especially when you live in a place that's surrounded by trees and all
Mm-hmm.
these volatile oil-filled plants, think about it when it rains, it's just
Mm-hmm.
creating a tea in the whole environment,
Yep.
just going into the air like in the Amazon where they have those sky rivers and
Mm-hmm.
oof, or in the what do they call it? The Rocky Mountains where all those
Mm-hmm.
evergreens are there and they have all that volatile oil come up and it's just like part of the Earth's ecosystem. It's just
Yep.
amazing. So yeah, it's definitely forest bathing, being immersed in just like a whirlwind of a forest infusion, basically. Oh yeah, it's calling me right now. It is definitely calling me right now.
Yeah, Martina, you talk a lot about pine. Nothing smells better than being in a pine forest after rain.
I'm trying to tell you.
Ooh, wee. That is
Much, yes.
such a oh.
I love that laugh.
It's like nothing can beat it.
Nothing can beat it. Nobody beats the biz. Nobody beats the pine. Hey, that's gonna be a
Hey.
woo. Mhm. Ooh, and then when you're in nature, you hear the birds, the sounds, just immersed. And then when you really sit and you rest and you become one with your surroundings, you can see everything starts freeing up and it revealing itself, or you just start
Mhm.
noticing, you know what I mean? And oh man. My favorite bird, Lanita, the woodpecker, because there's woodpeckers out there in the pine. They love the pine forest. So
Yeah.
yeah. Peck, peck, peck. It's like a little drum. Call and respond.
Yeah. I think the one bird that I love to watch that it really is a mental visual reset for me is the hummingbird. Just to
Hmm.
watch that thing hover and they're so tiny and it's like zip, zip, zip. It's just fascinating to watch them. So any type of bird watching or watching, if you ever seen a whole a family of ants moving something and you see them walking with the little crumbs on their backs that are bigger than them, just to sit down and watch them is a whole total mental reset. You think, oh, my life ain't hard at all. When you see them doing that, it gives you a whole new perspective.
It really does.
That's true.
I don't know how herbal they are though.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
They harvest fungus. They do all kinds of things. Now I don't know about us eating the ants, chocolate covered ants. That's a different story. With chocolate cacao covered ants, I didn't know if you meant in that way, but yeah. Gotta pay
Mm-mm.
respect to the insects. The insects are definitely ones to learn from.
Yeah.
They are very fascinating.
We're talking about resistance. I know I've seen lately a lot on the internet, well, maybe a month or so ago, people were making their fire cider and getting ready for this season upcoming with fire cider. I don't know, does anybody else use fire cider for resistance?
Yeah, splash it in people's eyes. No, I'm just playing.
Wait a minute. We're going back to herbal warfare?
Ooh, pepper spray. Let me stop. Oh,
Um, wh- who got a recipe? Oh. Oh, Asia, you make fire cider, don't you?
I do.
Okay.
But I mean, oh, I go with an ancestor recipe and whatever I have on hand. So, you know, onions and garlic and if I have turmeric in the area, I mean, in Hawaii it was really easy to grow turmeric.
Mm-hmm.
Ginger, and I mean, you can take sage, you could take bay leaf. Of course, you're gonna put some vinegar in there. Some people do like a vinegar and water mix, but I stick to straight up vinegar. And it depends on what herbs or whatever I'm putting in there. I may try to increase the surface area, by, cutting some of the items smaller or grinding up some of them so that, they're just very minuscule. But, you know, um, yeah, I do. I make it.
White
I
vinegar
was
or apple cider?
I use apple cider, apple
Okay.
cider. So, yeah, I was on my way to making it. I had started with some onions. I was doing it the lazy way, y'all. So I was like, okay, I got some extra onions. So I'm putting this vinegar over here. So yeah, I think that's the way I'm making it this season. It's like while I'm cooking, whatever I have extra, I'm gonna just throw it in that vinegar jar over there. And that's how I'm
So
gonna
I've
make it.
never used it fire cider before. Is it preventative or do you take it after you get sick?
Both,
Okay.
both. But yeah, yeah. You put cayenne in there. Did I say cayenne earlier? If I didn't,
Mm-mm.
oh yeah, it's
Yeah, you
that's
talking
part of the
really
fire.
talking some earth,
Yeah,
wind, and fire fire.
horseradish.
You can
I've
add it
put
to like soup
Oh.
and stuff
horseradish.
too, Lanita.
Yeah, you
That's
can
Now
how
put
I
it.
like to
I
use
could
it.
take
I
that
like
in
to
a
add
soup.
it to
That'll
my
be good.
greens. Yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
like
was
to
gonna
take
say
it
pot
straight.
liquor.
Yeah,
Oh,
I add it to them greens. Boom, spice it up a little bit. That's my way of doing it. I don't usually take it straight or with honey, but if I am gonna use it, I'll add it in my greens. That sounds so good right now. I need some of that, Asia. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if you need to knock something out, you just go on and just take a spoonful of it. It might be a little painful. But cayenne was tearing me up this weekend, but it got me right. So
yeah,
hey.
Knocks it
Mm.
right out.
that'll definitely build up some resistance there. Oh, yeah, yes, he said so. It's not supposed to taste good, but I think it does taste good. All of those the elements, they all sound good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can make it taste good. You don't have to like, just because somebody else is using horseradish. Like if you don't like horseradish, you ain't gotta use it. But you like I said, some people they have their strict recipe for what fire cider is, and that's fine. But
Mm-hmm.
I use what I have on hand. I use what the ancestors be telling me to put in there, and that's how
Mm-hmm.
we do. So yeah, make it taste good. Because I mean, the best medicine is the medicine that tastes good. Because if you make something that's nasty and don't nobody want to eat it or ingest it, then it's not good.
Right. But I
Uh-huh.
mean, just even what you said you put in there, that's what I put in a pot when I'm cooking. So everything you said, except maybe the vinegar, but the vinegar just pickle it, make it taste, make it really good. So this palatable. And then some people put honey in it too, right?
Yes, that is a staple ingredient. Is definitely honey as well.
Yeah. And I'm with Martina. That sounds like if I made up a big old jar of that, I would kind of pour that in I would use that in cooking, putting it in my soups and my greens and all like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly how you do it. You can do it just like that.
Hmm. All right.
No, you said you gotta make medicine how y'all roll.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
And it
Mm-hmm.
make them tinctures the way you need them, when you need them, because my grandmother's remedy for everything was brass monkey, and she put anything you got, if you were a kid or whatever, she gonna make you a hot toddy. She put some brass monkey and some tea, and you drank that down. When you woke up the next week, you were feeling much better.
Not the next week, Lanita.
She knock you out for the weekend.
Hey, you need that rest. That's about how you get well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. You heard it. Make that medicine how you got to make that medicine. I love it.
Right.
Yep.
The
And
ultimate elixir.
I'm about to say, if you know your kid's gonna run away from you and you ain't gonna be able to get them to eat it, make it how they eat it. That's what you gotta do.
Just make them
Mm-hmm.
soak in it then. True. That's what I do.
Hey, there you
That's what
go.
I did. Them kids was not taking stuff. We gonna soak you behind in it, and they be like not even realizing it. But you know what? My kids like bitters. People are like, how do your children eat these things? I guess it started in the womb, because let me tell you, the stuff I was eating. But people's taste buds have been getting colonized lately. That's the resistance out over here, tasting different things. But yeah, just keeping it versatile over here, trying to keep it versatile. We got a bunch of radishes, so we'll be making some medicine. Everyone says the same thing. I don't really eat radishes. I don't know what you're gonna do with all them radishes. I'm not a big radish fan, so hey, you gave me some ideas with some fire cider and some different things. So
Yes, that's all I'm about to say. You can throw some radish up in that fire cider.
there you go. And then you also, Asia, mentioned some fermentation. Let's talk about that. I know this is like resting, but
Hmm.
for me, that's resting because it's good for your gut health. And I'm gonna tell you, that's like at the core of my rest. When my gut is imbalanced and I'm not getting no rest. But Lanita and I both have, and still I have a bunch of mustard greens coming. And Asia gave us a recipe where you can some ferment mustards, and I think that would be a really good herbalist lounge topic, just because preserving, canning, and all that, and as we go into these cooler months, that would be really cool if y'all are interested. I don't know, but Lanita recently just fermented some mustards and
And
you
let me
liked
tell
it,
y'all,
right?
I ate some tonight.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you, Asia gave us the recipe, but so I was like, okay, I got some mustard greens, I'm gonna make them. I
Mhm.
fermented it, but then I didn't know what you do with it. Now eating pickled greens, you like, what is that? And so I looked up some different ways, and then Asia sent me some ideas of how to do it. So it said to eat it, with pork or fish or something salty. Well, I don't eat pork and fish, so I made a pasta with tomatoes and vegetables, mixed vegetables, lentils. And then when I sat down to eat, I put some of the pickled mustards in there, mustard greens in there. Let me tell y'all, that was some really good eating. It was tangy from the pickles are the brine is a sweet brine, and then you put that with that salty savory tomato sauce and all of the other stuff in there. I had okra and peas and carrots. It was really delicious. And I'm telling you, my insides felt good. My insides told me thank you just from sending that down the line. So, and I normally don't like fermented anything, but this was a nice way to do it, and really good. So, if y'all haven't tried do chua, or they call it do chua, which is the Vietnamese um, form of kimchi. It's the pickled mustard greens. And so right now, you got a lot of greens. Try that.
Literally, Lanita's stomach sent her a telegram saying thank you. And hearing
Yep.
you, listen, hearing you talk like that, this is,
Yeah.
You just exposed the reason why I get down with you two Spice Sisters. Like their recipes be so real, y'all. Oh my gosh. The food recipes. Hearing you talk about the lentils, the okra, the tomatoes. Right now, I'm just like, man, I'm hungry and resistance. I don't know what to call it right now, but that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Woo. Healing. It's healing. It's medicine.
And isn't it good when the medicine isn't that icky, nasty stuff? You know, when it's something
Right.
that tastes good, feels good, and then your body was like, "Oh yeah, we needed that."
Nothing you have to run from. Oh no, mama got that spoon. Oh no, here comes.
Look, not that castor oil again. I ain't talking about
No.
that. Oh,
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh. Oh, yum, castor oil in time. Yeah, I never heard that. Yeah, we got a lot of good dinner starter ideas.
Yeah.
Not the Father John's, right?
Ooh, Father John's, that was the one we had to line up for. Woo,
Oh my
ate
goodness,
it.
that is funny. Ay, 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 man. Whew.
Oh, we were talking about resistance. I'm sorry, y'all can't leave out my black eyed Susan. My black eyed Susan is something that is a staple now in my household, and I made it with rum. And that's like good stuff, and it's great to have around. I've got everybody in the family convinced that, that's the best tincture just to have it around because it is very effective to help your body fight off. You got one sick member of the family, you don't want everybody to get it. Pass out some tincture, that black eyed Susan tincture, the rutabaga. She is really good to you. Build up your resistance.
Nice, nice, nice. Right, y'all. Rest and resistance. How's everybody feeling? Are we feeling restful?
I'm telling you. My chamomile that kicked in, that monk's pepper said, "Yeah, come on, it's good."
Yeah, baby, come on. Yeah, baby. I feel you. Hey. All right. Feel free to chime in with anything else that's on the mind, body, soul. We can ease into a closing if you guys are okay with that, because I'm definitely feeling this rest coming in. I feel like I know I'm gonna have a good sleep tonight. So, I'm gonna be like,
yeah.
Naya, come
Some
give me
time
this
to
scalp
rest.
massage. Yeah. Asia made you do it. It was Asia's fault.
Ah, look, you got to be mutual with it.
Y'all know we did that in India. It was so cool. Our whole yoga class was standing there. We were waiting on the train and we had a line and everybody was massaging each other's shoulder. And all the people in India stopped and started looking at us and we standing up there go, "Ooh." I
Hmm.
travel with cool people.
They have to match your energy. Shoot.
Yeah.
You the coolest, Lanita. Oh my goodness. We got any upcoming events in our communities? What we got going on? Please feel free to share. You can throw something in the chat or unmute yourself and let us know. We'd love to spread the word and support. Okay. Not this time around. We don't have any upcoming events. We're honoring rest. Okay, I hear that. Oh, December 21st, contemporary dance workshop in Dallas. Nice. Okay.
Where, Yazzie? Oh well,
Sorry,
it's
my
your
computer
birthday.
froze on me and it was all this stuff started popping up. It's gonna be in Carrollton at a dance studio. Um,
Great.
yes, we're gonna be like pretty much coming in for the winter solstice and focusing on tools for the season of rest. A lot of people have some resistance against rest, so giving tools and resources, but also doing a choreographed dance at the start.
Awesome. Nice.
Yes.
That sounds amazing.
I'll try to share the flyer here if my computer allows.
Okay. Okay. Y'all already know, subscribe to the Herbalist Lounge YouTube channel if you have not already. All that herbal goodness is right there for you. Share it with a friend. Have them share it with some friends. It's youtube.com/herbalist lounge or just at herbalist lounge. And it's at herbalist lounge on Facebook and also Instagram.
And y'all, this is December, so Herbalist Lounge, we gonna come at y'all with some new stuff in 2026. Just watch out for us.
You watch out. But if you want some throwbacks now, check out our kitchen medicine making workshop from back in 22. You heard me?
That's it.
Oh my
22.
goodness.
Y'all do.
Um, we'll go ahead and throw the link in there and look at that beautiful poster, that beautiful flyer right there.
Yeah.
Choreographed contemporary dance workshop. Okay, let me go ahead and download that. I know some folks out in Dallas area I'll share it with. Let me see. Awesome. All right. So in addition to our amazing kitchen medicine making workshop that you can purchase at the link shown on the screen, also don't forget to subscribe for upcoming events. Like Lanita said, lots of good stuff coming 2026. So be on the lookout if you don't want to miss a beat with the Herbalist Lounge and just even be informed of the second Monday of the month. Herbalist Lounge is coming up. Go ahead and subscribe to our mail list and we'll be sure to keep you in the loop. Okay. And thank you so much for sharing your event coming up. Everyone, it was placed in the chat. Nice. All right. All right, guys. Everyone good?
We all in the rest mode now.
I know. I know y'all there. I sense it.
We
And
we just got this good information, this nice cipher, and we just all kind of mellow back here now.
looking in classic mode. Guess who's up? Now we resting. She like, okay, it's time to party.
She's like,
Night
okay.
night, Asia. Goodbye.
Give me some skull cap, please.
That sounds about right.
She
I
thought it was
love it.
funny.
I'm cracking up. Sorry. Oh my goodness.
As always, protect your neck so you can get some rest.
Oh man. All right, y'all. Well, next Herbalist Lounge, I'm looking forward to it. Every second Monday of the month, you already know it's going down. So it was beautiful. We had a great time. Peace, y'all, power, and of course, green blessings.
And 2025 has been great for us, y'all, and we so look forward to coming back and building with y'all in 2026.
Hey, let's get it.
That's right. We'll see y'all next year. Wow. Ooh, we're gonna be coming up on 11 years next year, y'all. All right.
Yes.
Ooh. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace, power, green blessings.
Green blessings.